This is how we turned $68 in materials into a beautiful table. Stay with us to find out how we got plywood and rendering to match our clients' hardwood chairs. Our client was on the hunt for a budget-friendly dining table she could fit in her small space, something that could match her dining chairs from a set she owned that couldn't transition into her downsized lifestyle. Everything she was finding was too expensive and not really fitting into her space. We were up to the challenge. With our need to improve our woodworking skills, we accepted the project and got down to work. To make it affordable, we chose 19mm thick plywood and 50 by 76mm rendering for the legs. The edges of the plywood were going to be unsightly, so we got some simple but beautiful trim to add to the edges. This softened the table and gave it a nice look. We left out so many parts to this build, like the castle joint cuts that Edward made after. Without a jigsaw, the process was excruciating and tedious. It took long, and I had to jump in towards the end because it was just a lot to do. You wouldn't believe how much work went into these 4 corners. After that was done, we realized we had glue that was about to expire, so we had to use it. It was such an interesting experience working with this glue. It went on looking like honey, setting into a thick white consistency, and over time it foamed up and hardened. I know it sounds like I'm a rookie, but tickle me impressed. This glue was amazing for this project. We'll do a separate video explaining why I don't think we'll use it all the time. With the legs cut, Edward got to sanding. Ask anyone. Sanding is the worst part of any project, but it's so necessary for a good finish. Edward sanded for hours and then created pocket holes for the skirt and legs. Then the stain came. Like I mentioned, this table was supposed to match existing chairs. Not only was I working with new stain, none of the stains were a match. I ended up matching these 2 stains in the hopes that they would come out perfect. The stain went on looking right, but when it dried down, doubt began to bubble. Literally. For some reason, the stain was drying with these odd patches. If you know why, please share in the comments. I applied 2 more coats and it was still drying down a little ashy. I comforted myself with the hope that the poly sealer would bring some life back into the stain. And it did. I was in love with the finish. Of course, I sanded in between each sealer coat for that buttery finish. it was looking like the right shade. I was like 70% sure it was a match. Here's our client's reaction.
Fantastic. Thank you. Oh, this is nice. You like it? I really do. I really do.
The table fit the space, was sturdy and beautiful. I'm still amazed by what we accomplished. For some more projects, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.